A feature of CULTURA which may be of particular use to novice users is the lesson block available on the top left here. And there are a number of different lessons available. So let's look at violence in 1641. When you launch a lesson, we have some narrative text here on the left hand side, which gives a little bit of context and explanation of what's going on. So let's take a step through the different lessons. Here we can see a particular item that is being drawn out from the lesson block, so the atrocity at Portadown, and in this deposition there are details of that atrocity. And that gives us a jump off point to do further exploration using the tools that we'll see later on with the visualizations, the entity search, a variety of different search and navigation tools. All the while the lesson block is available, so the user can always jump back in and follow the lesson. In CULTURA there are three basic ways to search and browse across the documents that are there. So there's a search field here. There's also a browse option and a map view, and we're going to look at each in turn. So let's start with the search. So I'm going to search for the name of a deponent that I know is in the collection. And this returns a ranked list of results. So we can see there are 5 results. Also, you can see here that there are 5 results had we normalized the search. So let's have a look and see what that means. So I'm going to do a search for the devil. And you can see that no basic results were found. So the word DEVIL does not occur in the text. However, there are 23 depositions that have the word devil in it when they're normalized. So let's have a look at what happens when we click here. So this reperforms the search with the normalized option selected for us. So let's have a look into this deposition and see what happened there. So as we scan down through the text here, we say calling the English dogs and traitors, and that Sir Charles Coote was a devil or the son of a devil, both archaic spellings of the word in this piece of text. So that's the basic search and search over the normalized text. Next up then is browse. As you can see, we now have this faceted search option up in the top left. This allows us to browse the depositions over a variety of different facets and narrow down. So there are 32 main places, so these are different counties. So let's have a look at County Cavan. So immediately has filtered, so you can see county is there. The natures of the different depositions, so say we're interested in instances in Cavan where people are arrested, so we can see there are no particular occurrences there, so we can remove that and we can have a look at other instances of, for example, apostasy in these particular depositions, and we now have a list of depositions that meet those criteria, so 23 in this particular example, and then we can browse in and view the content there. We can also then use the map view, so this is the third way to do a basic search. So again, we can have kind of text completion here, so again let's look at Cavan, but this time around the items are highlighted on the map, which allows us to zoom in, and the different colours of dots indicate different density of depositions at those positions. So we can see Belturbet has a number of different depositions mentioned in which it is mentioned, and again we can navigate using these IDs back into the deposition, and we can also then layer different things in on top of the searches here. We can change the date range in which the deposition was taken. We can change the commissioner, so there's a whole variety of different, again these are like facets that manifest on the map view. Below the map view then we have some statistics on the selection that has happened. So there's 28 items for Cavan with apostasy, and we can see that the different occurrence within those. Down lower then we have more data on the documents which may be of use. So they're the 3 basic ways of navigating to and browsing different depositions. For the IPSA collection we have another search and browse tool available. Here we can do a free text search across the illustrations, and this is driven by the metadata that underpins these beautiful manuscripts. We also have these different facets from which we can choose. So from a chronological perspective we have the different years available here, so if we're interested in manuscripts in a certain year range, we can perform a search on those, and that'll use the metadata there to highlight these different items. As you can see in the search results here, we can also see the manuscripts, which is quite important for selecting between them. And we can see we've got quite a large number of results returned here. So we can return to the search block and narrow our search.